Hey there everyone, welcome back to Gamevine, and my name is David, and today we're going to be doing something a bit different in unboxing, and it's a first for this channel. I don't normally try to do unboxings on this channel because I use the component portion to show you what comes in the game, but this isn't just one game. This is a box of game from Bento. Now, this is the board game Bento box. They're going to send you 2 to 4 board games every month for a set fee. You can do a monthly subscription and or a 6-month subscription and buy in bulk and try to get a better deal that way. But if you just kind of want to dabble in it, you can go month by month and cancel at any time. Now, Bento also has a comic book box that they send out to your doorstep for $25. Has a whole bunch of graphic novels and little comic book things, and now they're branching off into board games, which I think the demographic of crossover for board games and comic book fans are getting higher by the day. At least that's what I am at this point. So I think this is a great idea for Bento to get into. There are other companies out there doing one game to your doorstep for a lower price, but I did my research, I haven't found one that did a box of games like Bento's doing here. Now, the caveat is Bento doesn't know what you have, and they aren't going to ask you because it's a lot of work to do that and try to send out multiple games. That's why the people that do one game, they get your inventory and they try to send you just the games that you don't have, but it's one game at a time. I like to get the surprise Christmas factor of having a box of games, which I personally don't mind getting extras. Because if you get extras that you have, and I would say that you wouldn't get extras unless you have a huge board game collection, you can just give those extras to family and or, just give them out to whoever to get the hobby growing. I would say, though, that the board game Bento box is great for newcomers to the hobby. It's going to allow you to kind of branch off into different things that you wouldn't necessarily go after, but you might find something that you like and just becomes one of your favorite games. And, that might be a tall order, but I do still think that this is a great thing to come onto the scene for the new board gamers out there. And even the veterans. This box right here, I don't have all the games. I have the one game in here, and this one right here is the What's Cooking box. Now, Bento's always doing a theme for the comic books, and it's no different for the board games here. They've been around doing the board game for about 5 to 6 months, and this is last month, the What's Cooking edition, and I know what's in here, so I'm not going to be as surprised, but when I open the next box, which is the Investigate box, you can still get on the site and meet the deadline for this one. I'm going to be a bit more surprised. So let's get into the unboxing and see what Bento sent me. Before I do that, though, I want to send out a huge thank you to Bento for supplying me with this review copy so I can do this unboxing for the fans out there. We couldn't have did it without you, Bento. Thank you very much. So let's not delay anymore. I pre-opened this box, so I know what's coming in it. And as you can see, it looks like a dice. I think it's really cool. The box is pretty good. And the subscription for the 1 month is about $50. They say that they send over anywhere from $80 to $100 worth of value, MSRP or whatnot, in the box. So you're probably going to get your money's worth. Or you can do 6 months and get it even cheaper at $45, but you're locked in. The month by month allows you to get out anytime you want. So the What's Cooking Bento here, I'm showing a picture of this little slip here, gives you a flavor text and gives you a breakdown, a cheat sheet of what you're going to be getting in this box. But the first thing that I see right here is something that I was intrigued. I've seen the review for, and this is Burger Balls. And basically, this one here, you're trying to run a burger stand. It's a card game, and it's got such great art on the box, and it's really intriguing from the get-go. And something I've played, well, I've seen reviewed, and I've always wanted to play. And the board game Bento box here is allowing me to do so. So you got the Burger King right here. I'm really excited to get into this. The box is kind of like a burger box itself. So that is one of the games in here. And the next one that we have is Food Fighters. Now this is a newer game, and that's what I think I like about Board Game Bento. They're not going to send you a whole bunch of backstock of older games. They might have 1 or 2 in there, but they're also going to have some new stuff, which is intriguing. Why not? Yes, I love it. So Food Fighters is a card game where you're going to be going head to head with your food army, trying to splat the other food, veggies, starches, and anything else that comes along their way until you are the last food army standing. This one here is it's a small game, has some pretty good components. It has beans and guards, and I think it's done nicely. It also comes with the Food Fighter expansion. Now, if you get tired of Food Fighters and you want to spice it up, and that's a food pun right there, then you can add this Food Fighter Grain expansion. I'm sure it adds a few different variants. I don't know much about this one here, but I will be reviewing this game, and then once that happens, you'll know more details when I do. So, that is the 2 games that come in this box so far, and the 1 expansion. The 1 game that I do have, which again, it's a casualty that you're going to have to get used to. Again, I'm going to be giving this away to somebody soon enough because this is a great drafting game. This is Sushi Go. Comes in a 10, it's done by GameRight, and it's quite simple. All you're doing is putting 1 card down in front of you and passing the cards off to the next player, so everyone knows what everyone has, but no one knows how they're going to play these cards. You'll continue to do this until all the cards are run out, and you're going to have a whole bunch of sushi in front of you, accumulating points, and this game is adorable. I love the art, the card quality is pretty good, but this has been one of the hits when it comes to like a smaller game in my game groups almost every time. So I love Sushi Go. I have this for the 3rd time, so I'm going to be giving it away again. But that is still something that I'm not really bothered by because I'm going to be introducing this game to a lucky person that I almost guarantee is going to have a good time with it. So that is the game setup we have. We also have this kind of game. It's the gingerbread kaiju, and you're making gingerbread cookies, and then you are, gingerbread monster cookies, and then you're facing them off, and the cool thing about this is once a minion or a monster or a kaiju monster is destroyed, you get to eat that monster. So they tell you how to cook them, they tell you the recipe, and they tell you how to play. I don't know exactly how this is going to go. This is the first for me. I've never seen something done with actual food and incorporates a board game, but hey, it's there. So it's interesting, and I think that's pretty much all we got other than this secure bubble wrap. Again, they package well, so your games get to you pristine. And that's basically the box O games from Bento board game box. And I would say that this is a good value if you're buying it for $50, or even a better value if you're going 6 months and doing the $45 a month fee. Now, I would say that Burger King is around $25 or so. You can get this for $10. You can get this for another $20 or $25, and the expansion is probably $10. So I would say that's around $65 to $70 roughly, maybe a little more, especially if it's MSRP. But I think you get your money's worth, and I love the theme. Theme is one of the best things that I latch on to in the board game universe, so I'm a bit biased here. But I think that you can take all these games, learn them, and have yourself a board game theme night. And that's what I personally like to throw. And I mean, Board Game Bento is doing all the work for you by picking the games out, because trust me, that's one of the hardest things that you can do in a board game group. I've sat here, it's kind of like picking food with your spouse. What game do you want to play? Or what do you want to eat? It's ridiculous. So don't waste your time with picking out your games, and let Bento do that for you, and subscribe now. Like I said, this is the last month's edition. The next one coming up is Investigate, and that could be almost anything. But if you go to their site, I have a link down below. You can sign up for the monthly fee of $50 and stop at any time, or go the 6-month route for $45. But if that isn't a good enough deal for you right now, I have a promotional coupon that's going to take off $5 off the $50 order or the $45 order, whatever one you want, and that is if you put Vine in the promo coupon field. Now, if you do that, you're going to get a even better deal, and I mean, I'm impressed with this. I was kind of skeptical going into this box of games thing, saying, oh, maybe I'll get all the copies of games that I already have, but I have 500 games, and I've got here basically 3 games that I don't have. So that is a pretty good ratio to games that I have to games that I don't have when I got in this box. Now, that's going to change sometimes, but nevertheless, I am satisfied with this box. And I would leave that up to you to make your own opinion. So if you think that this is something that you're interested in, I can't recommend it enough. I think it's a good thing, and I can't wait for it to grow even more, because hopefully they'll be able to do kind of a different kind theme when it comes to like RPGs here soon. That'll be cool. Maybe they'll do a comic book board game kind of splice up. That would be fantastic. But you have to stay tuned to the future to see what comes up from Board Game Bento. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and thank you so much Board Game Bento for sending me this review copy. Again, that is what keeps us, that's our bread and butter, that's our lifeblood. This allows us to review these games and get the information out to the fans. So, I mean, thank you so much, Board Game Bento and or Comic Book Bento. Thank you so much, fans. And I'm pretty much going to wrap this video up. This has been a successful unboxing, I think. And if you like this video, please put it down in the comments that you would like to see more, because we have a deal here with Board Game Bento. If this is successful, we'll continue these unboxings and get the information out to you ASAP once we get the games in the mail. And until the next time that I see you, I've been Dave, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day and a great time with all the board games that you play, and I would recommend going out and do this. You heard it here on the Game Vine. I'm out, everybody. Bye!